Long before Zohran Mamdani ran for mayor, and repeatedly during the election, I warned everyone, do not vote for him. I said it multiple times, and yet again, I was right. If the files weren't bad enough, with his mother, Mira Nair, now reference an unsealed 2009 document, but this isn't grassroots. He's classic NGO-funded PSYOP candidate material, which is exactly why we saw him posing with Alex Soros in that viral penthouse picture right after his win. Elite networks, big money backing, scripted optics. Do not trust these manufactured progressives. I told you so, and history keeps proving it.
Yes, Mamdani is not having a good stand. What I have seen within the space of 4 days is extremely concerning. His supporters are regretting why they voted him. Some are revolting. They even went right up to his door because he can't fulfill the promises he put out. I knew this and I said it, that this man is just doing this to win an election. And this is exactly what they are experiencing. And another bad news for this guy, the mother's name came out on the files. A lot of people are disappointed.
That's right, we know about your mom. Now listen, we was with you, Zohran. We voted for you, Zohran. We advocated for you, Zohran. We advocated for you. You ain't getting up, get up in there and lie to us. You lied, Zohran. Shame, Zohran.
Shame! Shame!
The first lie was CCRB, Zohran.
Shame!
CCRB down the final stage, Zohran.
Shame!
Why was the NYPD commissioner on the cover of New York Magazine with Zohran? That didn't have to happen. And if anybody's like, what's wrong with her? Look up NYPD Commissioner Billionaire, NYPD Commissioner Palestine, NYPD Commissioner CCRB. That reading should clue you in. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If he came out and said, guys, we gotta keep this NYPD commissioner on so that we can do X, Y, and Z. Okay. I mean, not my favorite, but okay. We don't need to lie, though. We don't need to lie. She's not the face of reform in the NYPD. Why is she on that cover? Why does it say that this is his inner circle and the NYPD commissioner is there? Who decided that was a good idea? It feels like there's a way to keep her on, if need be, and not do this.
Did not see this coming. The new drop reveals that New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani's mom not just attended one of Maxwell's parties, but she had one thrown in her honor.
Speaking of those people who are already leaning into dependence on the government and thinking the government owes them everything, New York City is now being governed by a democratic socialist who seems to be really leaning in on the socialism in a way that's shocking to many of us. It's just shocking that we would elect somebody like that as the mayor of New York. And it was very interesting to see over this past week, because not yesterday, but a week earlier, there was a big snowstorm that hit the Northeast, hit most of the country, including the Northeast. It dumped about 1.5 feet to 2 feet of snow around here. And I lived in New York for 14 years. It takes a while to dig out of the storm. It doesn't take 8 days. And this was just a taste of what people were seeing. It was not only...
Take a look at this. You realize a lot of these people who supported Mamdani are just regretting after the mom's name surfaced on this list. When you take a look at all the videos they are now putting out, like if they see someone like this, they will not be surprised. But her being part of this list is something they didn't see coming. They are in shock about this. At some point, I don't want to go into all that, but it is concerning. There are a lot of things happening right now in New York that I don't know if you've seen this. The other day, someone actually went there and did a lot of videos. Megyn had this to say.
It doesn't take 8 days. And this was just a taste of what people were seeing. It was not only cars completely snowed in, but it was garbage everywhere. The sanitation's not going well. He's not doing a very good job of running such a large city. And here is actor Michael Rappaport showing some of it on his socials yesterday. SOT 34.
Look at this. Look at this. This poor bastard ain't getting out until the spring. Look at this dirt a week after the snowstorm. Look at this dirty hole. Look at this. I don't know what this guy's gonna do. This guy, call your insurance company. Look at this dirt. Where's the mayor to clean this up? They got garbage everywhere, dirty snow. What do you do with this? Where's your shovel now, Mamdani? And this is on the Upper East Side, 3 minutes from where the mayor lives. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this. This guy's never getting. Look at this. Look at this. It's the reality of New York City. 1 month. Where's the salt? Where's the shovels? Where's the plows?
It wasn't just Rappaport. Deborah Messing, the actress, posted on her social media a picture of herself sitting in a taxi, writing, "Sitting in a taxi trying to get to an appointment should take 20 minutes. We are at an hour and 10 and counting. The streets are a disaster. It hasn't snowed in 5 days and the streets still haven't been cleared. Poor ambulance sitting in essentially a parking lot with sirens going, praying for the person needing emergency care. I've lived here for 15 years. And this has never happened. The plows have always worked around the clock to get the city back to working. I wonder what happened." She's being facetious. She knows what happened. She was a Cuomo supporter.
And it means recalibrating the relationship with the state.
Mamdani repeated his campaign mantra, raising taxes by 2% on millionaires and raising the combined corporate tax rate to just over 22%. Critics in the city's business community insist that's a mistake.
What we are talking about are savings and efficiencies that can be made, but not getting into the place where New Yorkers have to question whether essential quality services will be delivered to them. That will continue.
Mamdani blamed the deficit on former Mayor Eric Adams' negligent budgeting.
On the west side, she wants to see them put into supportive housing. I've personally talked to these people. I've seen them for weeks as well. What is your office going to do about it? And is it acceptable, given the fact that it's 21 degrees, for these people to be there on the street, on the Upper West Side, and getting no help?
So I think, first I will say we've only been in office for weeks. Today does mark our 3rd week in office. And it is not acceptable for a New Yorker to have to find shelter outside, whether on the Upper West Side or anywhere in this city. New Yorkers should be able to find a place to call their home. And what I have said consistently, first as a candidate and now as the mayor, is that outcomes are how we judge ourselves. And in the previous administration, the approach to homeless encampments has been one where only 3 New Yorkers were connected with supportive housing over the entirety of a year.
Mamdani thought it was very easy for him to just come up with promises. I will do this, I will do that, knowing fully well that some of what he's saying can't come to pass. Now, there is conflict. Governor is saying, no, I can't raise taxes. The other one is saying, no. So at the end of the day, this is just what he will experience throughout. He has not been there for long. Let's wait and observe the outcome, how things might fold out. I want to appreciate people supporting, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. And please, if you notice, I'm struggling to report on every single thing. Last year, I was not doing that. I usually select topics. But now we are reporting everything.
Every big name in show business came out for Kamala Harris, from Oprah to Clooney to Beyonce, and she lost every swing state. On Taylor Swift's endorsement actually had a negative impact. Celebrities don't strike people.
A person's home, it's very easy to understand.
When I look at that video, I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
Yes. Of course, this is for the mother.
Babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be off them damn phones and watching me.
Thank you, everyone. I'm a little in shock about that.
Maduro.
Let your hatred and...
Sit this one out.
Well, these guys...
Here you go.
$1,500. Let's see if they get the. Well, I want to see them get it.
MAGA's going to break up because of Donald Trump's criticism of Robin.
Can sit at either place. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
So you and your husband were friends?
Everybody knew that wasn't true.
A dangerous relative as a likely suspect. A tip that led to her brother Nick. Rob Reiner and Nick had a heated argument the night before at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, being back on Zohran. In one incident, she said,
We should have said nothing.
The United States to take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Yeah.
Absolute horror.
Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy.
There is a quota system.
This is my 6th and last year hosting the Grammys. Song of the Year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish.